having Power Five conferences as opposed to one AA, Division II, Division III, and I think all those things are very important for participation. But I also believe that maybe there should be some separation of what the priorities and operation of those are, because I think it's a little bit different. And whether there's some individual that should be in charge of that or some organization should be in charge of that, or but I do think it's something that from a business standpoint probably should be addressed or looked at or researched or some decision made on in the future.
You got over 400 write-ins in the U.S. Senate election. First of all, how do you feel about that? Secondly, I know you have a fan in the Senate. Is politics ever something that you would consider right now?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't know how I got the votes. Wasn't really aware that I was getting votes. Don't really care that I got any votes. But I do respect, the process that we have in terms of, electing officials, and hopefully that process worked effectively, in our state.
Coach, talk about how you're doing health-wise on the injury front, as well as how would you feel about, instead of playing on back-to-back weeks, if you could have a week, off before the championship game, if you, were able to play it in the years to come?
Let me answer that this way. I think because of the format of how we play and the fact that you go to a bowl game and you're there for 6 days, it's not really like going to LSU to play a game on Saturday night where you leave on Friday and come back after the game and the players are off on Sunday and then you kind of go back to work on Monday. You have a tough time getting back. You've got an entourage of people that make these trips. The players have to take a lot of stuff to be there for a long time. So I don't know about the time, but I think an extra day or two for travel and recovery might be something that should be considered in the future.
And how are you looking injury-wise? How's you looking injury-wise? Is everybody healthy? How are you looking going into the game?
No, we're not healthy. I mean, we got an injury list, that's really, really long. It's been a cumulative effect of the season, and we lost, I think it's documented out there that we lost 2 more players in the last game. Lester Cotton and Anthony Jennings. Both starters are out for this game, so I can't even tell you the number of guys that we have out, but it's a pretty significant number. I don't really recall. You'd almost have to do some specific research, but these are the kind of things that you usually remember. But the one thing that I've been really pleased with is the way that a number of players have gotten an opportunity because of some of the absence that we've had due to injury, and they've stepped up and done a really nice job, and hopefully there'll be some other opportunities for guys to do the same thing in this game.
When you look back at 2015 games in Georgia, Ole Miss would have lost before that. How significant
based on our fans, I don't know if that.
Well, I think there's a lot of big games in every season, and that certainly was one in that season, but we had several, and you almost have to win all your games, so they're all pretty significant, and it's whichever one you're playing that week is the most significant in that particular week. So that was a big game for us, and we had a lot of big games this year, and we'll probably continue to have a lot of big games in the future.